A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of tensions between the United States and China, the Chinese government announced sanctions against 7 American companies on Friday. This move comes in direct response to the recent approval of a substantial military aid package for Taiwan by Washington, which Beijing perceives as a violation of its sovereignty. The U.S. package, amounting to $571.3 million, was authorized by President Joe Biden, marking a continued commitment to support Taiwan, the self-governing island that China claims as its own territory. The Chinese Foreign Ministry expressed strong disapproval, stating that the U.S. actions not only interfere in China's internal affairs, but also undermine its sovereignty and territorial integrity. The sanctions target companies including Insitu, Hudson Technologies, Saronic Technologies, Aircom, and Oceaneering International, along with subsidiaries of Raytheon in Canada and Australia. As part of the sanctions, these companies will see their assets in China frozen and will be prohibited from conducting business with Chinese organizations and individuals. This latest round of sanctions follows a previous announcement earlier this month that targeted 13 U.S. firms involved in arms sales to Taiwan. The Chinese government has been increasingly vocal about its stance on Taiwan, warning that it will use force if necessary to assert control over the island. The recent military support from the U.S. has prompted China to conduct extensive military drills in the region, further escalating tensions. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Mao Ning reiterated that the U.S. support for Taiwan would ultimately harm American interests and called for an immediate cessation of military aid to the island. Furthermore, she emphasized that China would continue to take all necessary measures to protect its sovereignty and development interests. The sanctions reflect a broader pattern of retaliation from Beijing against U.S. military support for Taiwan, which has been a point of contention in U.S.-China relations for years. The U.S. maintains a policy of strategic ambiguity, not officially recognizing Taiwan but providing it with arms and support. The backdrop of this conflict is the recently passed $895 billion National Defense Authorization Act, NDA, which includes provisions aimed at bolstering Taiwan's military capabilities. This act allocates significant funds for intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and integrated air defense systems for Taiwan. Additionally, it mandates increased cooperation with allies to enhance Taiwan's defense capabilities, signaling a shift in U.S. policy towards a more proactive approach in supporting the island. As tensions mount, the international community watches closely, aware that the situation in Taiwan is a flashpoint that could have far-reaching implications for global stability. The sanctions imposed by China serve as a stark reminder of the fragile balance of power in the region and the potential for conflict as both nations navigate their complex relationship. Moving forward, the U.S. must carefully consider its strategies in the Asia-Pacific, balancing its commitments to allies like Taiwan with the need to manage relations with China. The unfolding events highlight the critical importance of diplomacy and dialogue in addressing the growing rift between these two global powers. As the situation develops, the world will be watching to see how both the U.S. and China respond to this latest chapter in their ongoing rivalry. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.